Hello everybody, this is Hyaw. We're playing Operation Mars in the game Global War 1936 version 4.1. I am playing as the KMT and USA. Let's go right into the KMT's turn. They have 9 in the bank, 9 IPPs, and I will spend 3 a pop on 3 infantry. This Lend-Lease militia, generously given by the USSR player, is free since they paid for it, so I don't have to. And I'll get to place it. So there we go. 9 spent by the KMT. Let's move on to some combat moves. I would be breaking my truce in the combat phase with the CCP player, so I can move units in to their territories during my combat phase, or combat movement phase. So I'll move as I'm showing. I'll leave one of these infantry, and I'll leave the cavalry. Move 3 infantry from Hunan. This bomber was given to me by the Commonwealth, I believe. That will fly 1, 2 into Shenxi as a movement of 5. And let's get into some combats. I've got 2 CCP on 2s. I've got 2 infantry and 2 infantry from Qinghai and Hopei respectively on 1s, and then a bomber on 7. Let's see how we do. 9, a whole lot of nothing, and I'll have a retreat into Qinghai. And on 2s, they will shoot back. Nothing from the CCP. Try again. I'm on a 1. Nothing from the bomber. It's kind of disappointing. And on 2s from the Russians, they will get 1. No retreats for me. I'll kill the man from Qinghai. And I will... We've taken down one of the CCP militia. So we're only on Hopei dudes on 1s and the bomber. And the bomber will miss again. One of these fellows will retreat. And on a 2. Nothing. Come on, baby. 5. Finally, we get a hit, and I need this to miss. And it thankfully does. So we have taken Shenxi. Hit from the bomber. KMT will take Shenxi from the CCP's hands. Hopefully they'll be able to recapture that for their own bank soon. But in the meantime, well, hopefully it is all on perspective. Let's move to Beiping. We've got 2 cavalry and 1 infantry, all from Suiyuan, and then 1 militia for the Japanese. I'll be on 2s and 3s. And 3 for the militia. Nothing and no retreats for me. Try again. Ooh, there's a hit. I needed 3 or lower. I got it. And they will take 1 with them. So my infantry will retreat to Hopei. He will not be eligible as a casualty. And I will have to take it on one of the cavalry from Suiyuan. But he will take the militia with him. Just like that. Beiping has fallen to the KMT. Go up another 2. Let's move on to the third combat that I'm declaring. I've still got 2 to do after all these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, all on infantry, all on 2s. Sorry, these green ones are crossing a river from Shantung to Nanking. They will be on 1s the first round. But there is a hit, and 2 retreats to Hunan, as well as 1 retreat into Shantung. But I will take the militia down. He will roll on a 2 normally, but it is a 3 because of the city. Let's see if he takes 1 with him. He does not. So just like that, we have 3 fellas in Nanking. And this also goes back to the CCP. This can actually be removed. That's me anyway. Okay. Here we go. Nanking's done. Let's do the last 2 combats. Qinghai and Suiyuan. I believe I am not able to... I believe those combats happen before the phase. Combat is then resolved for any zones that contain units from both. So this is combat. It happens in the combat phase. Or rather, since it's immediately resolved, it's in the combat phase. So I will not get to, even though I am now, I believe, a major power. KMT at 13. That should be major. Let's make sure so I don't mess this up. Very huge. Evolution to a major power. Once its IPV values add up to 13, it evolves. So I need to select a capital, and I would place one factory there at no cost. Major in a city, medium in a land zone. Let us place it in Yunnan. If I lose that, I'm SOL anyway. So because it's not a city, it will be a schmedium. It's actually quite huge having this. Place it right there. All right. And that is that. I need to resolve these combats to see how many CCP troops are left. So I have 2 attacking, quote unquote, even though it's my territory, they're attacking on a 1 and 1 attacking on a 2. These are my dice. And then the CCP player will have a defending on a 2 and defending on a, because it's mountains, a 5. Let's see what I can do. Attacking on 1s and on a 2. Sorry, this is mountains. Attacking on 1s and a 1. So all 1s. And on a 10 up, they are eliminated. So I will unfortunately take 1 with me. 1 will be eliminated. So the CCP will, no doubt, take the cavalry down, since they can get more of them for 3. And one of my militia will go down. But they'll get to defend, so on a 2, and on a 5. So the yellow will be a 2, the dark green on a 5. So they'll kill 1. I will take the infantry to give this mountain a better shot. You are welcome, sir. Yeah, I had 1 retreat and 1 kill. So I'm down to 1 militia on a 1. Good, I miss. And they are down on a 5. They miss. On a 1. Nothing on a 5. Nothing on a 1 for me. Nothing on a 5 for the mountain. And there you have it. So this will stay KMT land, but the CCP will be in there. They can spend their next... they can spend a combat move. Someone in CCP can spend a combat move to take Singhai. And let's see for Suion. Very similar situation. On 1s. Nothing, and I have a 10, so that is a retreat. But because I just broke the truce, I will suffer... they will just be destroyed, since they're in shared land zones. And this is on a 5. Nothing. On a 1. On a 5. Oh, that's a kill. It doesn't matter. That is a retreat. And there we have it. That is actually quite good for the CCP, which I'm pleased to see. And that is all the shared zones, all the combats. Let's move this medium bomber to Yunnan. I'm going to leave it in Sikang. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it in Sikang. For now, I don't want it to get instantly doinked by any dastardly Japanese ships, which are in this zone right here. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they could just do that, but they couldn't get to Seekong and take my bomber out. It only defends on a 4, I believe. Defense on a 4. Yeah. So it's not that much better than an infantry. And it is really expensive, so I would rather not lose it for no consequence. Yeah. Alright. That's that. Let's do some non-combat moves. I will, since I'm now a major power, I can move militia. Let's start piling up into Yunnan. I'm going to use a, what do they call these? A fellas board. Whatever you call it. Here will be my army. Put everything in there, just make it easier. Okay. And I'll move all of these guys into Yunnan. Let's rail this infantry to Yunnan. And I'll have this cavalry move 1, 2 into Yunnan. I'll have these 2 militia walk into Yunnan. And I believe that should be all my movements. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 militia, 1, 2, 3, 4 infantry, a mountain, and a cavalry, and an AAA. Hopefully that should be enough to stop the Japanese. I know they have, what, 10? 9? 9 soldiers in the 41st waiting to pounce. I would really rather they didn't. Let's see what they do. So yeah, that'll be there. Huge turn from KMT. Making sure this is combat victory, combat retreats, retreats, victory, retreats. Yeah, that's about all I can do. Not a great spot, but getting that upgrade is actually huge. So I will get to do something here. Here it is. Let me get me a roundel. Surely one exists. US KMT. Did that not work? I wonder if I do that. Oh, oh, these are just for the cities. I see. Increase that because I have won the Chinese Civil War. Let me just make sure that's the case. That's what that means. And there's nothing else to do. Strategic objective. Evolve to major power. Chinese Civil War. Yeah, and I did that. So I no longer have decentralized or low morale. Ooh. Which means those militia who died from retreating should not have in these 2 provinces. How do we want to go about that? There was 1 in this province, and he had a 4, so he killed him anyway. So he would have missed if we kept rolling like we were doing. He would have hit, then he would have missed, so he would have killed him anyway. In this one, actually that might have been up here. Yeah, it certainly was up there. So this one would have been a tie. I can we'll look through the video and do some housekeeping on that if it needs to be done. And then the CCP player can roll that at the beginning of his turn if it needs to be fixed. Hopefully I don't kill his mountain. I would be really sorry for his loss if that's the case. But in the meantime, let's build our units. We've got 3 fellas and a militia upgrade. I bet you can tell where the infantry are going. I have a production capacity of 3 in that medium factory province. I can organize this better. I'll do that before I send the save. And I can upgrade a militia to an infantry somewhere. It could be Hope, and it could be Yunnan. Let's obviously do it in Yunnan. So I'll lose a militia. And let's actually do it here. So much for doing it elsewhere. Tired of looking at all this. There we go. Much better. I do not like unit chips. This is 1, 2, 3. Look at that. That's glorious. Cool. Now, I believe I'll collect 13. That is right. So 13 goes to the KMT. Huge turn for them. Really huge. Let's go to the USA's turn. So US of A. We're going to go right to tech. Move this nonsense off of here. That's mine, so I can get rid of it. Alright. There's so much nonsense here. Alright, let's roll for long-range aircraft, jet fighters, heavy strap bombers, rockets. I should have 6. Let me make sure that's the case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 in San Fran, so 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's also go amphibious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go improve construction. 6. Right. Those are all the ones for the objective. Cool. I like that. I love it. Let's go for it. So we get a couple. Improved construction. Amphibious doctrine. No jet fighters. No long-range aircraft. No heavy strategic bombers. But we do get strategic rockets, which is very exciting. Okay, let's purchase some stuff. We've got 11 IPPs. I'm going to make this very easy. We're going to upgrade the last medium factory to a major. B6. Yep. Are there any things I want to do? I don't have enough to... Yeah, let's save the last 5 IPPs. Call it a day. Alright. So we'll save that. We'll upgrade the last factory here on the west coast. No non-combats. The last factory on the west coast here to a major. Well, yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. So Southwest US now gets a major. I'm now up to 7 major factories, which is huge for turn 3, since they're all rolling tech. Really huge. And I'll collect my 11, which should bring me up to 16 IPCs. 15 plus 11 do be 16. And that right there is what we call a US and KMT turn. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Look at the order here. Yep. These don't matter. Place units, collect income, lend lease. Nope. Groovy. That's it for me. On to the next one.